So, hi. So, as we're ascending and healing, right, and clearing our stuff, it is so normal as we heal ourselves to experience the whole range of emotions, to allow them to go through us, to bring them up to surface, to express them, and to have them be seen in a safe manner. Okay, as we are ascending, we are not only releasing and letting go of our own stuff, but it's ancestral lineage as well. Especially if you are the one breaking chains, then you have got a lot to clear. As we clear all of this, all the stagnant energies need to come up, the pain, the grief, the upset, the tears, and anything that you've encountered along the way. And it was like I was just sitting with it, and it was like, okay, so when you become fully enlightened, once we make our way into the new earth, once we are fully stepping into the truth and we have cleared our vessel and our body of everything, then we are able to kind of walk through without gathering up any extra turmoil or emotions or anything like that. But as long as we still have energy to be cleared from the body, human emotions are like completely normal until you clear it all and get to that point of complete like Zen mastery of like the mind, body, and soul. So for me, I have a lot of heart stuff coming up to be cleared. So yeah, I still do my healings. Yeah, I still help others. Yeah, I have guidance, but it can be so much better than what I can offer now by me doing the work on myself. So, which is what I am doing. So, like my video earlier when I was crying, like, is about is grief, it's inner child pains, it's like hurt, it's upset, it's all the stagnant energy that kind of needs to come up and it needs to release. And yeah, it hurts, and yeah, I am hurt, and yeah, I am upset, like, but it's coming up to be released. Going into it frees you from it. You know, I've been hurt by a lot of people in a lot of different ways, and I've been hurt from childhood that I haven't released and let go, but I know that my channel is becoming clearer and clearer, and to experience these emotions in the past and to put up a video like that with me being crying would have been a lot of because I did have a lot of labels with mental health, and I did have a lot of labels that were like uncurable and also kind of like swaying. So with like EUPD, which I've 100% sure I've healed now, there's a lot of mania and there's a lot of swinging and swaying with the emotions. So you go from like really hypermanic to like really low and crying, and like, so the reason I wouldn't normally put up a video like that is because people that know me may worry that like I'm having like an episode or something like that, and I'm not at all. Like, I'm sitting with it intentionally and letting it kind of come up to the surface, because that's natural and normal. You know, you need to bring it up, otherwise you are suppressing, and suppressing creates the ego and creates the false self as well. So I'm currently working on sinking into all the pains and letting them come up, and yeah, it's painful, and yeah, I am upset, but ultimately going there and clearing it is what will make me into an even better healer. Most healers and most of us that are chain breakers have been through extreme amounts of like pain and upset to be able to clear it, heal it, and then to be able to give the healing back. You know, you get to that point and then you spin round and you are at healed. Yeah, you know, and you're in that place where then nothing can affect you because you've mastered it all and you see it from a higher perspective, so it can't actually affect you the way it used to anymore. So then you go about your day, and if you clear the heart of the pain and the darkness and the sadness, then nothing can kind of latch onto it or hurt it. As long as you've got your heart there with that pain, the universe will keep bringing to you exactly what that pain is to get it healed. And as long as you don't heal it and don't address it, it will come to you and it will hit that soft spot of pain. Do you know what I mean? The sweet spot, and it will hit it again, and it will hit it again, and it will hit it again, accumulating more and more pain on top of that until you heal it. Once you heal it and it's gone, not only will the universe stop bringing that lesson to you because you've cleared it and you've cleared your path, but also then because you've cleared it and you've become a clear channel, if anything does occur that's upsetting, it can't latch on to you anymore. Like, it can't affect you the way that it used to anymore. And this is the healing journey. And this is the ultimate goal, to get to the point where you're just love, and only love comes to you, and only love exudes from you as well. You know, I'm very, very close to clearing up mine, like very, very close. It's just the last few little bits, especially with the 11/11 happened, a lot of things got wrapped up, and a lot of healing has happened today, and a lot of aha moments and realizations, and really seeing people for who they are and actually understanding. And that's quite a painful thing. That was quite painful today, kind of really acknowledging people for who they really are. But it's not actually who they are, it's their stuff. If anyone is hurting you or upsetting you or being like horrible or anything like that, it's not actually who they are, it's their stuff. But sometimes it's fully become them so deeply that it kind of is who they are at the same time in this moment, if that makes sense. So I just needed to say that. And yeah, I've got some really deep stuff coming up, but it's coming close to the end of it and wrapping it up, which is nice. And then I'm able to give back fully. So the videos on here might be a bit up and down at the moment, and might be a bit few and far between, and might be a bit random as well, because I want to create content for you guys, but some days when this stuff's coming up is very hard to get inspired. But I'm doing my best to be there for myself, my daughter, my dogs, and you guys. And I'm doing it. Nighttime seems to be the time that I can kind of do the thing with you guys. What I found really helped today as well was connecting with fire in a safe way, obviously. Like, I have a wood burner, and I just kind of, and I didn't have much battery for lighting and phone and stuff as well, so that all seems to happen divinely. And I just kind of put the fire on, and I had a cuddle with my girls, and I just let the tears flow, and I let it come up, and I really felt the pain, and I'm really grateful. I've got my little family here around me, and I put the fire on, and I just really connected with the fire. It's very grounding, you know. And the fire alone gets me crying, because it just brings me back to my heart. Yeah, so maybe you could try that if you're struggling. Always come back to the elements: earth, air, fire, water, especially your feet on the ground with earth, with a fire, near some water, whilst the breeze is on you. Do you know what I mean? Get it all at once. Yeah, it's powerful. It can shift stuff. If you're ever feeling lost or struggling, just find yourself back to the elements. That is what will help you. One card was just really calling me, and it's the Alhaz. Divine Might Foretold. What's this card? So, I don't know what Alhaz is. I see, when I do my readings, I'm really not a wordy person. I'm all about the pictures, sounds and vibrations and frequencies. So for me, I'm just gonna start reading the words, I think. So this is it might be an elk, but it gives me extremely strong feeling of the deer. So when I look at it, I see the deer. And the deer is all about connecting with the heart space. Whenever you see a deer, it is about the heart. And you've got the moon in this as well. So it's very much so like connecting with the moon. Remembering that you can use the moon for releasing and letting go with the full moon. You can do rituals and ceremonies. Burning ceremonies with the fire for releasing and letting go with the full moon is very, very powerful. You can write it, whatever you want to release and let go, and just burn it underneath the full moon. I used to get ready for this every single month. I used to do this every month. Stopped, but I will start again. Yeah, and coming back to your divinity as well. Once again, I cannot express how powerful it is to work with colours. In this card you got the pink and the blue, so this is all about the heart chakra, which is the pink, and with the blue it's the throat chakra, so speaking from the heart. This is about speaking from the heart. If you have done something that is out of order or unaligned, just remember, if you really need to get it off your heart and connect with that person to express something, if you come from a heart space apology or explanation, and that person is kind of like a bit with empathy, just give it a go, you know, because at the end of the day, if you're feeling like you have done someone wrong or something like that and you need to express it, then maybe you should give it a go. And if you can't actually do it like that, a letter is always good to express, you know. And even if they don't hear you, with a letter or a message, it can always be reread. Do you get what I mean? And it can always be looked at, unless they burn it or just get rid of it straight away. But at least you know they kind of received it, because sometimes when you try and speak to people, it's lost in communication, because it's like, unless you have like, I don't know, a talking stick or decide on someone speaking first and that other person's fully ready to receive, you have both got to be in such a good space to be able to communicate with each other. So as it's like, and it's hard, if it's painful stuff as well, it's hard to do that face to face. So sometimes a letter is nice, just to break the ice, if you struggle with that. Other than that, actually creating space where you can sit with each other, not without all of the distractions, and speak face to face in a sacred way, and just say, listen, this isn't just like a light-hearted thing. I need to speak to you in this way, that way, that way. Are you in the right space to receive? Do you get what I mean? Because sometimes people have got a lot going on as well, and sometimes they're not able to receive it there and then, and maybe you need to like allocate some time to do that. And sorry, just back to the moon as well. Full moon is releasing and letting go, and new moon is bringing in the new. So by doing this and by speaking to whoever you need to speak to from the heart, oh wow, okay, cool, from the heart, I need some water, 1 second. Speaking from the heart, might be able to release and let go with the moon as well, with the speaking, but also bringing in as well. It's like then with the new moon, you can work with the new moon, and what you do is you get a manifestation diary, a new moon manifestation diary. Moonology diary is really good. And then you can bring in the new with the new moon. You can start to manifest again. Once you release and let go of these burdens, of these sad things, of this guilt, grief, or whatever you're holding on to in your heart, crying, writing it down, speaking to the person, writing a letter, crying it out, breaking down. Once you do this, like even just earlier, what I did earlier on that, like with the video, has created so much space in my heart, and I didn't even go, I went as far as I could with it, as painful. Sometimes you need someone else to like hold your hand and hold space as well, which is definitely what I need. I mean, I now got my little girl and the dogs, but it's so heart-wrenchingly painful that I need to like really curl up, like, you know, that kind of pain. The pain where you end up in the fetal position, kind of upset, you know, that's the kind of thing that I've got coming up for me. And it's fine, you know, because it needs to come up to be addressed. And even that little bit earlier, I'm like, such a relief from releasing and letting it go. Yeah, it hurts, yeah, it's painful, but you know what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So there we go. So wow, such a magical card. Can you see it? There we go. Boom. There you are. There you are for doing this work, and there you are for speaking what you need to speak. And maybe even apologising if you need to apologise. There you are. There's the strength, there's the power, there's the moons. There's the moons. Using all of the different moons to get this strength, to get your inner strength back, to get you back, you know. There's a lot of blue in the card. It's definitely about speaking truths. And this is awakening your third eye, opening up your psychic abilities. You cannot move into new earth or hold on to this. It's not you. These energies are not you. Do you understand? It's like pure channel of love and light, and then this stuff, this shit that is in there that's stagnant, grief, betrayal, heartache, lies, deceit, pain, hurt, backstabbing, whichever way, receiving or giving. Because as you do it to someone, it comes back to you. Do you know what I mean? You get what you put out there. Okay, so it's in you, whether you've been the one giving it out or whether you're the one receiving it. It's there. Pure light channel with all this stuff blocking it. Your Kundalini energy comes from the root chakra, which is your base root energy point, and it comes up like a snake through your chakras, okay? And it does this. How can it do that with all these blockages? How can it? How can it do it with resentment, shame, guilt, all the lower vibrational? You want love, peace, happiness, joy. That's up here. How can you move through to the new earth? How can you heal? How can you elevate? How can you sort your shit out? How can you sort your life out when you're holding on to all this stuff? You've got to make it right within yourself and possibly even to others. Do you get what I mean? Otherwise, you're just in a bit of a pickle, really. Do you know what I mean? When you could be this guy. Yeah. If it's somebody that's passed on and there's some bad shit there, write a letter, speak to them, because they are there and they are listening. Do you know what I mean? All is not lost. If it's somebody that's passed, you can communicate with them still. You can, and then you clear a channel and you can fully communicate with them. Do you know what I mean? Mediumship, boom. We are all natural mediums. We are all natural light workers. We are all natural healers. We have all got this ability. Whether you regain it this lifetime or next, innately, if you do the work, innately that is who we are. Okay? We are all a shaman. We are all a healer. We are all the light. We are all the love. But if you have got a build-up of rubbish from past lives coming into this life, it needs to be cleared. And that's up to you when you clear it. That's up to you when you want to do that work. Alongside with the karma and the past lives and the bits and pieces. But I fully believe, actually, and this is new information to me right here now as I speak to you, channeling, I fully believe that if you go fully in to the healing, like in, and I mean like fully in, and speak truths and apologize and do whatever and da 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 da, you can change timelines and quantumly leap through timelines and shifts to clear yourself and rid yourself of the karma, of the hexes, spells, curses, karmas, and any black magic and any of that kind of stuff that may have been placed on you from past lives and from others, because if that's what the kind of stuff you've been putting out, that is exactly what you'll be getting back. Okay, if you are working with pure intention, you're protected. All right. You cannot be touched. And get that belief into your head and know how safe you are with pure intent. If you do not have the pure intentions, then expect the backlog of shit to hit you at some point. Understand? Yeah? You are powerful, but way more powerful if you choose to come from a space of love. Love is your biggest protector, and love is who you are ultimately if you choose so. But like I said in my past videos, you may have come with a backlog of stuff from your past lives, which has made you be so far away from love that actually is so small in your energy that you don't even know what it is anymore. So you got to work from your mind, which is hard. Doable, but hard. You got to know you want to be loved again, instead of feeling it, because you're so far away from it. That's all you got. So you got to work on it, knowing and trusting that you can redeem yourself and bring it back. Nourishment of the soul. This guy. The shaman. The healer, the medicine, the plants, the earth, the animals, the divinity. Who we are. We have to nourish the soul in the best ways possible. So if you are not able to feel the love, if you're not able to feel anything, if you have a lot of resentment and hate towards others, if you're struggling to the max, nourishing the soul in which way, shape or form you are able to will help. So if you cannot feel how to do it, you're just going to have to cherry pick and listen to a few guides or gurus and try to figure out which ones I've forgotten the word, which ones you resonate with, okay? Because if that's all you've got, then that's what you've got. Do you get what I mean? For the others, it can feel, and you can really feel the love, and you can really feel the intuition. Follow that. Do you know what I mean? So you have this card with the butterfly in there. So the butterfly is all about transformation, calling in the medicine of the butterfly, calling in the butterfly and asking her to show you the way, to bring you your transformation, to bring you into who you really are. Because I'll tell you what, once you actually transform, you won't even recognize yourself, and neither will anyone else. And that is great, because then you are fully transformed. Because ultimately, like me, I'm about to go through the portal. And I'm so excited to be unrecognisable with it as well. I can see who I'm supposed to be, and it's not this. It's not this. This is just a stepping stone. This is not me. Like, and you know, you just kind of take off all these layers that the ego has created to protect you, to get you through the life. Do you get what I mean? To create these identities that you think you are, but you're not. You know, you're not got there yet, but you can get there. 100%, we all can. And it just keeps going and going. Evolution. Do you know what I mean? It keeps going and going and going. Transformation, evolution. And wait until it's like soul. Wait until that. Wait until you, and for the atheists out there and the non-believers, that's fine. Go quantum physics with it. Go as far as you can go with quantum, and then meditate. Go as far as you possibly can with the quantum stuff, the quantum physics, and then try and go a little bit further. And that's where spirit is. Like, spirit is everything. Spirit is you, spirit is I, spirit is science, science is spirit. But science can only go up to a certain point before it's unexplainable anymore. And that's where spirit jumps in. Because it wouldn't be spirit if you could, like, humanize it. Do you know what I mean? It just wouldn't be. And I love my science. I absolutely love science. And it's like, it wouldn't be spirit if you could put it in a box. No. Do you know what I mean? The magic of spirit is not understanding it all and not being able to put it into words. Some of the things that I download and see spiritually, I'm like, I get it. I can just about comprehend it. But there's no way I can put it into human words to try and explain it to you. And I won't want to either, because it's magic. It's beautiful without the words. It is beautiful without any words. You need to experience it to understand it. There is no quantum scientist that can quantumize it. I think that's the word. There isn't. You just can't. Like, and it's like, it will leave you like this. The other day, I like literally had the biggest download, and it was just like, it will take you like this. The download will come in and it will take you to the point of understanding human-wise, on human form. And then it goes further. I need to check this fire because I don't want to get cold. One sec. Okay, so yeah, the other day I had a huge download, and it was like, oh, what was it? It was explaining to me about karma, and it was explaining to me about like what I was doing within this moment and how it affects like others and how they affect me and how the karma was being wrapped up, and it had to play out basically. And it was like, it was just so profound. But even now I can see it in my mind's eye, and I get it. And but then it gets to a certain point of like, explain, you can't explain it anymore. Do you know what I mean? And that's not even like, yeah, it's just not a thing. It's just not. You know how to explain it? Through singing, dancing and expressing it, like through the movement. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Through watching an incense burn, through watching a candle flicker, yeah, through listening to the leaves in the trees. That is how you get it. Being still with the grass, and just really like breathing in the smells, soul gazing with another, just gazing into their eyes with intention, setting intention, sitting with medicines, sacred medicines, like sitting with a crystal, looking at the rainbows in the crystal, dancing and becoming the universe in that dance, becoming all there is through expression. And once you become all there is through the expression, you are it. You don't watch a dancer. Well, people do. Like, people watch a dancer and, you know, give them scores and kind of explain. But when you see someone truly in their essence of dancing, like, do you really need to sit there and kind of put all these words to that person? You don't need to do that. It's there in the awe, like in the awe of them doing that, doing what they love, and them losing themselves in that moment, in their expression, in the universe, creating that portal of magic right there, right in the middle of the universe, doing their thing. Like, that explains spirit. Do you know what I mean? Because that's their spirit, which is coming through in human form. And that is ultimately what spirit is. Spirit is us. Spirit is all of us. We are spirit, but we are just in this human form right now. So when someone expresses themselves and someone really, really is in love with what they're doing in front of you, that is their full-blown spirit in front of you doing their thing. That is spirit in motion in human form. You understand? So if you want it to be scientified, then watch someone do what they love fully in that moment. And as you watch them do that, you are watching spirit in motion. Do you understand? And it's magic, and that is where the inspiration comes from. If you have a clearer channel, you can be fully inspired by that. When you have the blockages in your channel, it's so dense and it's so that you are then looking at them with all of these jealousies, resentments and angers and projecting them out, you know, from an unhealed space. So when you're doing that, you know, then that's all you're gonna get back in your self-fulfilling prophecy until you heal it and clear it. You know, you're putting that out there, you're getting it back, you're creating your reality, and that is that. You have become that. You have become concrete. You have become grey. You have become stone. Do you understand? Whilst watching that person in complete magic and in awe. And that person's probably done a lot of work to get to that point, to do that. You just haven't seen it. It's been behind the scenes. You know, for someone to be fully in their essence and in their spirit, they've cried. They've cried behind the closed doors. You just haven't seen it. They've been through what you've been through. You just haven't seen it. They just don't speak about it. They dance. They sing. They play. They draw. They paint. They express. They express these emotions in other ways. Not through bitterness, angerness and like nastiness. They get it out in other ways without you even seeing it. They get it out in other ways, in their little homes or wherever they may be, and they release it and let it go in other ways so as it doesn't then affect you. They handle themselves in that manner so they can come out to the world with a smile and something beautiful to give. Something beautiful to give to the world, to that person, and the person that's in that dense energy and stagnant energy all they feel is their shit coming up because they're not dealing with it. So instead of receiving that love in the way it should be received to the heart, it's then returned with that negative energy. But it bounces straight back because it can't touch that person. Right, they may feel it, they may have a little bit of awe about it, and they may cry, but the only reason that they do that is because of their stuff that they haven't quite cleared. But if they have awareness to it, then they can actually clear that very quickly. Awareness is key. Awareness is absolute key. If you have awareness to your shit, to your bullshit, then you don't put it out onto other people. Once you are aware of your own shit, you don't want anyone to feel that way. So you deal with yourself, you handle yourself in the right way, so you don't go and put that on anyone else. So when you see someone that's like, you may be the one that's fully in the spirit, dancing, singing, art, drumming. You may be the one that's in that dense energy, angry, pissed off, bitterness, jealousy. And remember, when you're in that dense energy as well, you're picking up on so much more stuff too. Attachments, entities, black magic, hexes, curses, spells, you know, all of that stuff. You got it there. When you start to clear that, when you start to rid that from your energy, it can't touch you like that anymore. And add the awareness to it too, and it's like, boom, you're away. You're right on your path towards you being your own full spirit again. Do you understand? Spirit's in the moment, spirit's in the movement, spirit's in the smile, spirit's in the love, spirit's in the eyes. And the intention. Spirit's in the candle, spirit's all around you. So if you need to release and let anything go, I highly recommend that you start to become aware of yourself and your shit and realise what you need to release and let go. Work with the moons, work with the sun, work with the stars, work with nature, bring it back. Because if you're the one dancing and releasing and letting it go, good on you, well done. If you're the one sat there bitter and twisted about shit, start doing the work. And then you can enjoy life like that too. Do you know what I mean? And you can then get the downloads where you can see spirit without words. And then you can be the one that can say to people, nope, I have no words. There are no words to explain this. You want me to explain all the time? You just have to find it for yourself. You can be that person. You have this card. All of us have a divine feminine and masculine within us, okay? We all have that energy, and we can all tap into our feminine side and we can all tap into our masculine side, but ultimately it is good to have the balance of both and to be in the middle of the Kundalini, in the middle of the energy points, to be able to raise up, to be able to become empowered and enlightened. This lady has got all of her chakra layers aligned and out, you see, like her energy is spread out farther. As soon as you heal your heart, as soon as you heal your heart chakra, your aura becomes huge. There's actually scientific proof to this. I may even be able to find it. There's a lady called Yvette who runs EAM. You can find her online. She has worked with the heart charities, and she has actually got some sort of proof about the expansion of the heart and how it changes your life and heart correspondence. I think it's also, it might even be with Dr. Bruce Lipton and a couple of others as well explain on this. You can look them up, and maybe Joe Dispenza, I can't remember, but it's there. And it actually, yeah, the healing from healing your heart is next level, but it also heals the people around you too. Okay, so if you want to be a benefit to this world, to your friends, to your family, heal yourself. Heal yourself. For the animals, for the dogs, for the planet, for the earth, for you, yourself. Instead of going up against things in war, heal yourself. Instead of big debates, instead of loads of words, heal yourself. Look within, because you are spirit, you are source, you are the universe. If you go within and heal yourself and heal your own heart, everything around you changes. If enough of us do this and heal our heart, it's like the 100 monkey thing. If enough people do that, it changes everything. That is quantum physics. Yeah, that is, if you're changing the micro, you change the macro. Do you know what I mean? And why wouldn't you? Why would you not want to? Oh, I so want to play my drum to you and sing. Oh, my daughter is asleep. And I'm not getting cold. I'm not going outside. I might be able to sing into it for you though. I do feel some light codes. So whether you're into this or not, I'm going to do it. I haven't done this for ages. Kia shianeti krianeti, kia la e shikrunuto, aya krinene, shikri aya krianatiko, kia la ne ande, kia na ne. Ande, shiante kia. She I am dead and do I am dead. by the way, if people have done you dirty and done you wrong, and you have been love and light the whole way through, expressing and feeling that rage from within is so natural, right? In the right way, manner, whatever way you feel you need to, obviously without harming anyone, it needs to come up and come out. I was really annoyed in one of my videos I made not that long ago, and it was, yeah, anger that came up for the way that I've been treated, for the people that have mistreated me, for the lies that have been said, for my name being used in the wrong way, for a shit being put on my name. And that was warranted. I have no shame in that. Like, as long as it is not actually hurting others, I feel, to express the whole, whilst we are why does that word ascending always leave my brain? Whilst we are ascending and releasing and shedding this stuff before we arrive into New Earth, it needs to come up. Do you know what I mean? It needs to come up, felt and release. This is where singing, and some people like rap as well with it, you know. Some people express it in that way. It's like whatever way it needs to come up to be expressed is really healthy. Do you know what I mean? To let it go. Yeah, I think I'm done. I didn't realise it was going to be so channely, which was nice. And actually I feel way more connected now from crying and letting it go to my other videos. I felt very, very disconnected. I was going very psychic, like a bit of channeling but psychic. This was quite channely tonight, which is nice. Felt very connected, felt very nice. Yeah, so I can't wait to be able to clear more of my shit, to be able to give back more. So here's to clearing up your shit, sorting out your energy, sorting out your vibration, so as you can actually show up properly for others better. Yeah. The end. Sending you so much love and good luck. Like, you can do it if you put your mind to it. If you really want to do it, you can do it.